my goodness, 2 videos in 1 week? Well, I actually have free time for once, and I have somebody else with questions, so I decided I'd go and answer them. Okay, the username I cannot pronounce, but Alex says it's HoRiOnS, which I know is definitely wrong. So anyway, to the questions. Does albinism affect your social life? And the answer would be sometimes. I can't see people waving or smiling, or if I ask somebody a question and they nod or shake their head, I can't usually pick up on it. I have gotten so if somebody shakes their head, sometimes I'll hear it, which is pretty interesting. But I can't really figure out facial expressions. Sometimes I'll think somebody's mad when they're not, or I had a teacher in 11th grade whose voice always sounded like she was angry, but it was just her voice. And that proved to be a problem until I just figured out it was her voice. But socially, it does make me a little different. Socially, if my friends go to the beach, I'm like, I'm out. I don't like places with a lot of sunlight unless you go to the beach at night. That's pretty cool. But some of my friends are really good about it. Like, I have a friend who, if we go to the movies and subtitles or something happens to be written on the screen, she just kind of automatically says it out loud for me without even missing a beat. Let's see. The next question was about making friends and finding a boyfriend. I have not found making friends very hard. I'm a strange mix of an introvert, extrovert kind of person. So, I'm just out there and you either like me or you don't. I think I would be that way whether I was albino or not. But, yeah. Anyway, as far as boyfriends go, I have only had 3 long-term boyfriends in my life. The first one didn't care. The second one was shortly after I started carrying a cane, and he didn't like my cane. He was embarrassed by it. And if I had known that prior to breaking up with him, I probably would have broken up with him for that. But, I'm 19, so there's a lot more time. So I don't know what it'll do relationship-wise, but I usually ask other people a lot about what things look like, things like that. So I hope to date somebody who can see so I can ask them what's on the menu, because sometimes I just can't read it, and I didn't learn enough Braille to read the menus in Braille, because some restaurants are awesome and have Braille menus, but I can't read them because I haven't learned it yet. Otherwise, my friends tell me that they forget that I'm legally blind a lot of the time, which is interesting, but, it doesn't really bother me. I'm used to navigating certain places. Like, once I had a mall security cop stop me because he didn't believe I was legally blind because I was walking at a normal pace in the mall, like, fairly quickly, because my friends walk fast, so I was walking fast with them. And he didn't believe I was legally blind and told me it was illegal to have the cane and started heckling me. I took off my sunglasses, showed him my eyes, and said that I was legally blind. And he kept heckling me and giving me a hard time until I said, "Have a nice day, sir," and walked away. And later, my mother and I called the mall and complained because that's what you're supposed to do. Next question. It's talking about the fact that I behave different from other people as an add-on to the previous question. I do behave differently. I am a touchy-feely person. I touch everything that I'm allowed to touch. My hands are all over everything because I see with my hands, or, I do behave differently, but like I said, I'm kind of a take me or leave me person, so I don't know. I'd probably have the same friends if I could see. I would probably just do more visual things. I do martial arts. I took Aikido for a semester last year. And the way that I learn is by being thrown down on the floor. It is the best way to learn. Doing is learning. Because I can't see what you're doing unless you do it to me. And then I might learn. So I'm an auditory and a hands-on learner most of the time. I learn through doing or teaching other people how to do. So that's kind of me behaving differently too. And let's see, how much time do you have to spend to protect yourself from skin cancer? Well, my family has a history of cancer, first of all, so I don't know how that's going to play out in the long run. But as far as skin cancer goes, I wear sunblock. I have a hat that I will wear. Oh, and it's right here. I can show you. I have a hat that's leather and lined. Leather is cool in the summer and warm in the winter, so it works pretty well. I'm sure wool would be, well, I don't know how cool wool would be in the summer, but sun can't really get through that easily because before I had the hat, I don't really like baseball caps because I have bad peripheral vision in the first place. Um, so my scalp got burned a lot. So now I have a hat and I wear sunblock. I'll carry a parasol sometimes to keep the sun off. Let's see, what else do I do to protect myself from the sun? I stay inside. I learned this from one of my vision teachers in high school. The worst time to be outside is between 10 to 11 to like 3 to 4. So I usually try to stay inside between like 10 and 3 because it's better that way. And also I have to be careful because the sun reflecting off of the concrete as I walk to class also burns my face and it is unpleasant. Let's see. I don't think there are any other questions. So I guess that's it for this one, and I will try to get people's questions answered in a video in a timely manner every time, but I work, which is also difficult. The only reason I work is because my roommate drives me, because I haven't applied for Handy Ride, and I don't know the bus system around here. I live in Norfolk, so yeah, the bus system isn't that reliable around here, so I have like no way to get around sometimes. But I will do my best to answer questions no matter what they are. So have a good evening or whatever time it is in your location, and I will search for the off button.